In Venice, police officers have been leaving at an alarming rate. The result, some shifts are short-staffed and some are concerned that public safety may be in jeopardy. ABC 7's Christopher Brantley joins us with more. Christopher.
Well, good evening, Alan. That high turnover rate is something the city of Venice has seen before. Last December, a number of high-ranking officials left after a change in retirement benefits. Now the police are seeing a similar situation, but this time, instead of benefits, it's compensation. Officer Sean Hammett is a school resource officer at Venice High School.
It has been fantastic. It's been everything I thought it would be, and then some.
Officer Hammett has been with the Venice Police Department since he moved from police work in Georgia in 2010.
I'd heard when I come in here that, basically at Venice Police, someone either had to die or someone had to retire before they hired anyone. So I was really excited. It seemed like a perfect fit for me.
It might be the right job, but when he got it, the salary schedule was changed. It went from a step program, meaning you get paid for performance and how much training you get, to a base pay. That means Officer Hammett makes $45,000 a year, while his counterpart at Venice High makes $67,000.
It wasn't what I signed up for, let's just say that. But at the same time, it doesn't change the way I do my job.
But it does change the chief of police's job.
And my concern is that officers are going to see that there is maybe a financial advantage for working for another surrounding agency.
Chief Tom Mattmuller is trying to convince his officers, like Hammett, that could be making better money elsewhere, that help is just around the corner.
We looked at approximately 14 officers that have left the department. Pretty much all of them have stayed and maintained careers in law enforcement, staying local.
Those 14 officers have left the department in a hole, many of them receiving hours of training equaling thousands of dollars. The city government is offering the police department $163,000 more towards next year's budget to pay officers on par with surrounding agencies.
Yeah, we are talking about some positions as much as $10,000 and $15,000 out of whack. That's a lot of money.
While it may seem like a no-brainer to pay police officers equal to their job and training, it's not that simple. They're all in the police union, and their contract cannot be changed yet.
Their current contract does not expire until next year. And what's myself and a few others what we're afraid of, how many more people will leave us in the next 12 months.
Venice Councilman Bob Daniels wants to work with the police union to change the contract, but he may not be able to until next year when negotiations begin on the next contract. Meantime, the chief has to hire more officers, but that alone can be pricey.
There's a lot of time and money spent in hiring officers and building their careers, and then for them to leave and go to another agency isn't the best financially, fiscally responsible way of operating the police department.
For Officer Hammett, they have some more time. He says he loves the department, but as the years go by and he watches others make more money, it gets harder and harder to stay where he is.
I can't tell you how much I respect our chief for taking the stand that he has and the support he has from the officers doing what he's doing. And I think it's a really positive, great thing. It's certainly keeping me to look to the future.
Those 14 officers that left the department all said the same thing. They love the Venice Police Department, and many wish they could have stayed. But the money was better elsewhere. And Alan, how could a person with a family turn down more money?
Absolutely. Thanks, Christopher.